to get you guys ready for the beautiful voice that's about to take the stage after me. You know that line when I said, because I'm so y'all felt that, right? Y'all felt that. How many of y'all know that you are so fresh? Put your hands up if you're fresh. Put your hands up if you are fly. Put your hands up if you fly like that, right? Okay? Let me see you brush your shoulders off if you were dope. Let me see you brush your shoulders off.
Good last. Good last.
Let me see you wipe your collar if you are swagger 100, stupid, dope, fresh. Wipe your collar. Let me see your collar. Let me see your collar. Ain't nobody fresher than Santa. He's like, I got reindeer that fly. What? I want you to remember that feeling. I want you to remember that feeling. And whether it's brushing your shoulders off, whether it's popping your collar, whether it's beating your chest, whatever it is, when life is bringing you down, and you feel like the whole world is against you, and you feel like life and everyone around you and your environment is making you feel this big, right? It's making you feel this tiny. I want you to remember what it feels like. Let me just do that for me again. I want you to remember, now just do this for me real quick. Now, if that doesn't work for you, if none of that works for you, I want you to do this, okay? I want you to do this. I want you to say, I am awesome. Awesome. Now, you gotta hit the pole now. This is the brush of shoulder. Okay, you gotta hit it, you gotta put your hand and say, I am awesome. Let me see who got the best awesome look. Yeah, okay, now we're gonna take it up a notch. We're gonna take it up a notch. We're gonna take it up a notch. I want you to say, I am awesome. Let me hear. 1, 2, 3. I am. Okay. And now on those days. See, what's going to happen is you'll find that there are those days, right? Like I have those days when my self-worth crashes, right? When my confidence stalls on the side of the road, mid-hustle. My ambition's check engine light comes on and I find myself at my bathroom mirror, finger to glass, scratching the word can't into the hardened steam. But as I stare at my murky reflection in that mirror with these broken down eyes, my reflection sees its reflection in me from the other side and thinks to itself, I don't know what in the world you think you see, but you must not be looking at me because I am awesome. Don't be wasting my tears. I am more than enough to get through this. And I got a scrapbook full of I can't do it to prove it. But I maintain a level of awesomenity in everything I do. So my awesome nation is not speculation, but irrefutable truth. In fact, the Census Bureau just released a report that 2 out of every 3 people are awesome. And if that is true, then the question that now presents ourselves is, out of you and I, which one of you 2 is the one that sucks? Because I am awesome! Like finding money in dirty laundry, awesome. Like parking at that 1 meter, you don't have a car yet, but you'll know later when you get a car. Parking at that 1 meter that's broken, awesome. Like that perfect person at that perfect time saying that perfect thing, awesome. Like making a living, doing what you live for. Like somewhere rocking out in New York City is a dude whose resume actually reads National Air Guitar Champion. Huh? He actually earned that title. Somewhere in the Ukraine is a woman who holds a trophy for Sand Art Champion. Here before you in Los Angeles is a man who has earned the title National Poetry Slam Champion. And to most of the working world out there in downtown Los Angeles, all 3 of those titles are equally ridiculous. But the most awesome 5 people on the planet are we who embrace our ridiculousness. We live what we love and we love incorrigibly, which is why I sleep well, but I go to bed horribly, always hopped up on a triple shot of ambition, juggling my dreams like 13 flaming swords, and chasing my aspirations through the graveyard shift so that the world can awake to my awesomeness. Look it up. And yes, I'll admit, I used to think that awesome was a word for, smokers and skateboarders, surfers and valley girls. But I was like, totally mistaken. Awesome is gangsta. Awesome is stupid fresh. Awesome is the new crunk and the new cool beans. It's the new bomb diggity and the new bee's knees. It's the only word that helps me breathe into all that I believe and realize I've already achieved all the wealth I'll ever need. And I'm not saying there aren't those days when I'm pushed to the edge, where still waters meet earth, and I fall to my knees and look upon the water's surface. But as I stare at my reflection with these broken down eyes, God sees his reflection in me through the other side and thinks to herself, I don't know what in the world he thinks he sees, but he must not be looking at me because I am awesome! Like the science of miracles and the mathematics of purpose, awesome. Like how the mind can calculate the what of who and the when of where, but the soul must solve for why. Awesome. Like the thought of God and logic having faith that we will figure ourselves out. Awesome. Like how the moment that I truly discovered the great I am is the same moment I truly discovered how great I am. And I am. I'm not perfect, but I'm perfect like I am. I'm not beautiful like I used to be. Why you laughing? Why you laughing? You know how beautiful I used to be? Huh? Do you remember that picture? Well, don't worry about it, because I'm beautiful like I am. Like the scar. Whatever I say I am. That's also true. Like the scar where a breast once was. Like survival where a death once was, like the better where a best once was. Every gray hair, a trophy. Every wrinkled fold, a story. Every pound of fat, a challenge. Reminding me, Santa, there is always something to pursue and always something to celebrate. That's why I never smile for no reason. That's a concept I don't believe in. You ain't never without a reason to show off your teeth a bit. Spread out your cheeks a bit. Let your gums breathe a bit. If you can learn to reach deep for it, you can take yourself a piece of bliss and make yourself a feast of it. Like when you go buy a smoothie, and they fill it too full, making more than your cup can hold. But instead of letting it spill over, what do they do? What do they do? They give you a little extra cup, and you feel like you just won the smoothie lottery up in here, right? Awesome. Like that perfect day when the stretch limo driver picked me up from my first class to take me to my first class flight from my 5-star hotel after my sold out show. And curiously peering at me through the rear view, he asked, "What do you do for a living?" And with a pocket full of sand and an air guitar in my hand, I replied, "I am a full-time poet. Now roll up the divider." I didn't actually say roll up the divider, but it would have been awesomer if I had, right? Dang. Well, you know what? Next time. And you best believe there will be no shortage of next time. Or you don't have to guess, just check my specs on. Never afraid to double down because I've tricked the death eye. Already seen my future, so I'm unfit to bet, that's why. Whenever failure challenges me, the Russian roulette eye. Rock a waterproof poker face and perfect is the sweat cause I don't gamble with my life, I count the cards. So my success is mathematics, so long as the dealer is God, I can always even my odds. Even on the odd days I can't get over it, I go through it till it's behind me. On the days I can't seem to level the waves, I just learn to surf tsunamis. On the days I can't slay the mighty dragon of despair with the mighty sword of confidence, I can still tuck a razor blade beneath my tongue and paper cup that fool one positive affirmation at a time. And when I return home from the wild rumpus of my awesome fest, I always vacuum with a smile as I clean up my awesome mess. because there are bits of mountaintop buried in the grooves of the soles of my shoes. Every footprint track on my carpet testifies to the heights that I've climbed and proves I made it back home each time. So each time, on those days, when my weary soul can't seem to do another single thing, when the 24th hour threatens to pop my day's seams, when the cup of my ambition begins to runneth over into screams, that perfect person at that perfect time says that perfect thing, and I am handed a little extra cup by my wife, who shows up, say by my friend, who shows up to my house, right, with a bottle of root beer and 4 funny jokes and a scrapbook full of, we're gonna laugh about this later. Awesome. A little extra cup by my wife, who's standing there in a fireproof suit, takes over the juggling of my flaming swords and says, you need to get some sleep tonight, baby. A little extra cup by my friends, right? By my fans, by my community, by my colleagues, by you all who show up to hear me inspire and amaze and come here to find me having one of those days when I stand on this stage trying to guide someone home, yet can't seem to believe the words of my own poem, yet you do. They see in my words their truth, that your perfection in process, that your rapture in root, and you stare at my reflection and my pupils provide, and I stare back at my reflection in your eyes, and we shout aloud to ourselves with fire and pride. I don't know what in the world you see on your side, but you must not be looking at me, because I am. Very good. Thank you guys. You guys have a great holiday. Thank you. Oh, he's not taking a picture. He's the master of taking pictures. Yeah.
Did anybody record him poetry?
Close out on that, we have a singer who sings with as much passion as Seiku's piece, his poetry. So,
Oh, that was poetry?
that was poetry.
Oh my God.